Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how I'm implementing the server side and how it currently works and what I want to get from the attack function. I also in the last video wasn't really happy with the validation that I did, and now I one-lined it kind of using the validation function number, and number is not a number. Number converts any type into a number, which is great. It kind of casts it. Um, so yeah, we get anything here and we cast it towards a number. We have to be, we could also give it a mixed, maybe in TypeScript that's better. Let me know if you know the proper way to do this. I really don't know. I hope to learn from this. Anyway, we get anything in and we convert it. And after this line, one line of code, who is gonna be a number, 100% sure. And it's not gonna be a number that is not a number. Because numbers in JavaScript can also be NaN, not a number. Which is kind of confusing. That's why we need this extra if statement to make sure it's actually 0. Because if it's not a number, we want it to be 0. So who and value are gonna be numbers for sure. So now we can safely put them into ID and bullets, because otherwise the server will complain about it. And yeah, I know hackers can still make fake requests to the server giving strings to this kind of values, because this props attack um, is just a mutation function of the attack mutation, and the attack mutation is just this thing. So anyone can basically make this request to the server outside of the client if they know the address. So yeah, we're kind of never sure that it's actually doing what, or getting the right values and the right input. So we still have to do validation again on the server. Anyway, that's it for the UI, and I'm now moving to the server. So in the server, I have everything in one file almost. I have a few constants that for the car stealing and for the shop in separate files, but that's it. And I have a few more constants here in import. But as you can see, that's almost everything in the index. I put everything almost in the index because I don't mind swiping a little bit, and I just like to see my code, everything I write, a lot of time to better understand everything. And I feel like if I put it away in files, I don't look at it and I forget about it. And yeah, it's better to just go over all of your code once in a while. And if you put it in one file, it goes really quickly like that. So um, anyway, the UI works. So let's make a mutation that kind of does what the UI does now, so that we can easily test the result quickly. So it's a mutation attack, and the server is locally now, and I can test it with graphical. It needs the auth, the ID, and bullets. Auth, and it needs to be a string. For now, we can just do that. The ID is going to be a person, so it's going to be, for example, 3. And bullets is going to be also a number. Let's first do 0. So let's see what happens if we pull this off. Um, I think I thought that would work. Is there anything that goes wrong here? I think it looks good. Well, maybe I forgot something. Anyway, we have in the index file, we have imports, connectors. This is the database. And then we have the type definitions. That's the GraphQL scheme. And it also contains the mutations, which does also contain the attack mutation. And that's this one. So it takes auth, ID, and bullets. And it returns a string. And this is the right format. So it kind of should return a string now. But I'm not sure what's going on now. Let's look at the resolvers. So there is the resolver of ID and bullets. And bullets oh, by the way, oh, no, we are not dealing with that right now. So I don't know exactly where this is coming from. Oh, wait, we have some. Ah, I know. Okay, so find one. So we're finding a user because I'm sending this. So if not you, so yeah, I know this is not the 100% right way to do this, but for me it's the most simple one, understandable one, and it works. So yeah, I'm just authorizing myself by the push token, and if it's not me, if I don't get anything back after the async await function, so we'll do this first. This is a promise. If the promise is resolved, then I will check, is it actually a object? If it's not, then I'm not authorized. Simple as that. So we'll return a string. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. And now it will return I'm not authorized. Okay, that's fine. So let's see what is my actual authorization. That's my authorization. So let's fill that in. And it says, all right, wait another 105 seconds. Of course, also I shouldn't be able. So yeah. Okay, so if I don't have to wait and I'm not trying to attack myself, then it's going to try to find the other person that I'm actually trying to attack by filling in the number where ID is equal to the ID that I got in. So can it find it? If the other ID for clarity, it has to be an object and it has to find the ID. Otherwise, it's gonna return that it couldn't find it. So yeah, let's say let's change, by the way, the amount of time we have to wait into 5 seconds, so then we can try this more often. So let's see. This guy could not be found. That's correct. Doesn't exist. So let's fill in 6. Okay. That's true. So let's now do something with bullets. We don't do anything with that yet. So now we validated me, the auth, we validated the other person, the ID, and now we're going to validate bullets. And I will just do the same as I did here. Now I'm sure it's either 0 or not. So if it's more than 1, I wanna, if it's more than 1, I wanna kill. Otherwise, I wanna steal money. And that's what I'm doing now. So if bullets more than 1, so restarting the server, then, oh, okay, bullet 0, okay, I steal some money, to wait a little bit, and it fills. So let's say I press 1 bullet. Let's kill. Yeah, that's right. So let's say -1 bullets. No, it's just attack, right? We'll get into here. So that's exactly what we need. Now I can finally implement the killing functionality. So first, I need to know what I have. I have you, other, and bullets. And what I need as a result, I need true or false. Is the person dead? Or not? So based on a lot of things, and I wrote it down somewhere. Okay, so let's create some constants. Oh. Or variables. Your power is equals your weapon, which is a number 1 to 6 times you rank, but I need some constant. Because I want to know the number of my rank. So I'm going to import the rank through readable rank. I think I've used this before. I think it's game. Yeah. Game readable rank, your rank, and I want to get a number back. And now I'm gonna get the rank number. It's somewhere between 1 and 17. So this is gonna give me my power. And then we have the other power. And that's the same, but for other. But instead of a weapon, we have protection. And we also have a rank. I don't want to divide by 0, so I'm adding 1. And I don't want to make it so important to buy a better weapon. It's not going to be linear to the amount of bullets that you need. So I want to make it a square root. Actually, the rank, I'm going to put that in a variable. Because I need that multiple times. So then we have a multiplier. And also the protection is not that important. Similar to the weapon, but the rank is. So this is going to be 1 until 17. And I'll put it right there to make it easier to predict the results. Your weapon, I believe it's between 0 and 6. So that makes 1 to 7. Which is, well, that's somewhere between 1 and, let's say, 3. Or 2.7 or something. So that means it makes it a lot easier to kill someone. You get a lot more power if you have the best weapon. Like 270% bad easier. That's a big factor already. So I don't want to make it anything more, definitely. I might even decrease it even more, but let's see how it goes. So then we have U power, other power, and then we get a multiplier. If the other power is much more than your power, for example, this is 10 and this is 1, then the multiplier is going to be 10. So the amount of bullets is depending on the other rank, I think. Let bullets, that's B. Let massive formula, massive secret formula equal to other rank times, let's say we don't want to make it easy to kill noobs. We want to make it a little bit harder to kill the pros, but not like 17 times as hard. So let's make it less important by doing the square root. So now it's gonna be somewhere between 1 and square. What's the square root of 17, guys? One sec. Okay, so the square root is 4.12. It's between 1 and 4.12, right? So I want to be, or I want, if you have the best weapon and the other person has the best protection, that cancels out. So let's assume that for now. In that case, I want it to be about, for the best rank, I want it to be, for the worst rank, I want to be it 4.12 times less, but for the best rank, how many bullets do I want? Let's say like 150,000. In that case, the multiplier, we are the same rank, so the multiplier is going to be 1. So it's also going to cancel out. So yeah, that's really easy. Just do, well, let's make it 125. Divided by 4.12. So let's call that no, that's not what I need. Okay, so if that's the maximum rank, so it's somewhere between So it's let's say it's 4.12. So then that's the base amount. Let's say base. That's gonna be like 30,000. That's like the base, right? So that's the minimum cost to kill someone. So if someone is rank number 1, that's gonna be 1, and this is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be 30,000. So let's call it needed bullets. It's gonna be 30,000, right? It's gonna be the base. So yeah, that's gonna be a really fucked up number. So we're gonna round it off nicely. And now we know the needed bullets. We know the bullets, and we know the needed bullets based on U and other. That's awesome. And based on some constant. So we know needed bullets. No, we know bullets and we know needed bullets. Then it's really easy to determine did it succeed or not if okay, let success is needed or bullets more than needed bullets or equal if success else so is it successful? What do we want to do then? So yeah, I've had this game for more than 10 years. In 2006 I started this game and I already had this kill script. That's why it's so easy for me to make it now. I'm kind of thinking back about the logic that I had then, because it was a game in PHP and MySQL until 2015, and then it went offline. It's a really outdated system, so that's why I'm making it in React Native now. But yeah, that's back how it worked then. That's why I'm telling this. I was thinking like, how did it work then? If you succeed in killing someone, the other person resets a little, you lose bullets, and you get some possessions of the other guy. That are basically the 3 things that happen. And if you don't succeed, we already have the stealing option, so let's just make it really clear that you don't succeed. You don't, the other person doesn't reset a little. You do lose bullets because you tried. And do you get possessions? No. So the only thing that happens in both cases is you lose bullets. So, and this is kind of a transaction. So let's do the magic here, but before we enter the if statement, we are already sure that the person is gonna be losing bullets. We have a transaction which is a mutation of user ID is UID and So those things happen. And there's always going to be bullets lost. But I just want to do one query, so I'm still going to do the query inside here. So what does a query look like? Oh, we already have one here. Oh, and I forgot. We also need to send some push notifications. So of course, if someone attacks you, you want to know about it, right? So we need to send a push notification, and the person that attacks already knows the results because it's he is in the app, but the other guy isn't. So we need to send a push notification to other, and the message. What's gonna be the message? It would be nice to know that you've been attacked, but you don't know if you're dead or not. You have to open the app for that to notice. Someone tried to kill you. That would be awesome. So we're not gonna make any transaction. We're gonna do the query here. Outside, but we're gonna do the transaction there. Update you, update other. So yeah, that's already kind of what we need here. Kind of really similar. I wonder where we do need attack result. I'm just gonna copy all of this. I'll copy it to here. Whoops. Just hit save by accident. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we need to define buzz and attack result based on the success, right? So this is kind of what happens when it's successful. And this is what happens if it's not successful. So we calculate the attack result and buzz. And buzz is the push message that's going to be sent out. So now we're gonna send a push notification to the other push token, and this is gonna be the message, and we know that. So now we're gonna make the transaction like I said. Like I said, we're gonna calculate the stuff. And then we're gonna do it here. So like I typed in here, we're sending a push message to the other push token actually, because we don't need the ID as input. And someone tried to kill you, open the app to see the result. So yeah. This is Dutch by the way, sorry about that. I could say killed you, but I'm gonna say the same. It's probably a too long message, so I tried to keep it short, but it says that and that person tried to kill you. Did it work? Did he do it? And we're gonna send basically the same buzz message every time. I might change that in the future, so I will keep it in the if statement. And we're gonna change that. So update you and update other are the transactions that are happening, and these are really dependent on the success factor. So I'm going to put them inside of the statement. Oh, X. Oh. And yeah, update you, so then we do the statements. So let's first define them for the success, and then we define them for non-success. And then we actually do them here. So update you and update other can be nothing sometimes because we didn't implement them into the other side of the if statement. It's also not good to define it here because we are sure we're gonna define it. So let's say let update you and update other, and we're gonna change the value over there. So next attack is gonna be seconds. If you're successful, or if you're not successful, the seconds are always going to be like what? I think that if you're not successful, if you're successful and you killed someone, let's say the seconds are 8 hours or 6 hours, just like income. That's a little bit long, but I think it's more fun that way. Otherwise, people are gonna kill so many people in a short period. Let's keep it at that first. Let's keep a limit. So there are gonna be some really big impacts. So how much is the person gonna steal? Let's say all the money, or let's say just all the money. If you kill someone, you get all his money, right? So that is going to be added and subtracted from this account and into your account. You're going to be put online. The other is going to lose the weapon, the protection, the house. Bullets, you can keep the bullets, I think. That's nice, because now we don't have any backfire functionality. We can implement that later maybe. But for now, yeah, let's just keep the bullets. Don't be a dick. So weapon protection, house. What do we have more? So every user has money, bullets, rank. Rank is gonna be an important thing to think about. And for the rest, I think that's about it. So the rank is gonna be sequelize. We could put it on 0. We could also put it like divided by 2, right? I think that will work. It's already if I'm correct, it's an integer, so it will not change into a float if I divide it by 2 like that. Let's check it to be sure. The rank is an integer. Yeah. So if we do this, we put rank on rank divided by 2. The person goes down in rank, resets everything. It resets everything. And yeah. What also would be nice is to check if I'm opening the game and there has happened something that I really need to know about. You know, for example, I got killed, maybe my gang got attacked or something. Yeah, no. This is in the push message. So I got to handle this in the push message. I'm not gonna do that here in the database. So that's it, I guess. The rank gets divided by 2, the house gets deleted, the protection gets deleted, the weapon gets deleted, and you steal all the money. We don't have a bank account yet implemented. Maybe I'm gonna do that. There were a lot of people asking for it. By the way, there are already people playing this game, and although it's in Dutch, if you want to try it, you can find it on Expo. I will put a link in the description. And yeah, it'd be fun to have you there and see people that are actually learning GraphQL and Apollo to try to play with it. Like, it would be fun to see if that could work. So update other, update you. So you get money. You are put online, and the other person loses money, loses everything, and loses rank. And that's about it for success. And I don't really need this anymore. You can just go straight from the amount. It's a little bit big. So now if success, let's define a message as well. And you get a message like, wow, you did it, dude. It worked. And then we can also like let the person know if it's more than needed bullets. That what do you do with the rest of the bullets? You filled it in, so you're gonna pay for it, right? You're gonna lose them anyway. But we can let the person know for fun. I never did this, but we can let the person know for fun. And because the person needs some feedback of the algorithm, we can let them know like, oh, you chose to shoot this many bullets, but after so and so many bullets, that person was already dead. But you shot I'm sorry, I can't talk and write in Dutch and talk in English at the same time, so I'm trying to concentrate now. I will do this in my own time. Okay, so I wrote some nice messages, and I'm implementing the failure now. And here it says like, okay, you shot so many bullets to this person, but it wasn't enough. In 15 minutes you can try again. And yeah, so now seconds is 15 times 60, which is 15 minutes. And then the U, it's not gonna be any money. There's not gonna be any reset. So update other is gonna be empty. I'm hoping that it doesn't start to give any errors when I don't update actually anything. Well, to make sure that it doesn't happen, and we know this is always going to be something. So yeah. The message is right, the bus is right. That's it. And we do the updates. So all we need to do now is the message, is to return the message, I guess. Yeah, so that's what we do there too. So that's it. We return a string of the message. And now we have to take care of that message from... Oh, I closed the client. Or did I? Oh, it's here. That's here. Okay. So I'm almost sure that will work now. Yeah, so that's the message that I just typed in there in the server. And it says, okay, it wasn't enough. In 15 minutes you can try again. Okay, let's try. Okay, and I forgot one huge thing. Namely, we forgot to subtract the bullets from the from you. And we have to verify that we have enough bullets to perform the action. And we always want to subtract the bullets. But yeah, how to make sure that you do have enough bullets, right? We can already verify that. Well, here I guess. We know you, and we're not gonna wanna do all this stuff. We need to return a message. So yeah, we're just gonna go out of this function if there's actually not enough bullets. And we're gonna say you don't have enough bullets. All right. So if you get too many bullets, we won't do this stuff. So bullets get subtracted. That's it. And now I have to wait, unfortunately. But I'm almost sure it works. The only thing I'm scared about is that it is not gonna show nicely on the leaderboard screen, because we're showing it as an alert. And if we get a result, we get it in the string in this format here. And I don't need an alert. I want a bigger thing. So what I want to do is set the state to import. What? Important? No. Okay. I'm gonna call it result. I'm gonna put it to attack. And this is normally initialized as nothing. And then if we render this component, I want to make sure if this state results, if there's actually that, I don't want to return the whole container stuff. I just want to return this message. And I can actually do that in a container. And then a text. That's gonna be nice. I actually did something like this in the car screen. I did a container scroll with scroll, and I put everything into there. So it's kind of similar to that, right? So let's just copy it. Oh, result. And that's the string. And we don't have any images. And it says go back, set state, result, null. Or undefined, doesn't matter. But anyway, we have a nice container now that we can scroll. It shows the message in the center. And we can go back to the original page. It's that simple. So padding, text is nicely aligned. Okay, that's it. Let's check it. So it only, oh, I didn't refresh. Sometimes I have hot reloading, sometimes I don't. Button is not defined. Button is actually something that I can import from React Native. It's a really non-stylable, simple button, and it just works. wait another 400 seconds. Okay. Wait another so and so. Okay, so now if it's actually sent to the server and something gets back, it will show the message in a bigger screen. And that's what we need. So I think that's it, guys. And I think I just did it. It's been 1 hour to implement the server. I will get back to you if I made any mistakes and I'm fixing them, but I'm quite confident that this is the way that works. And yeah, I'm just gonna upload it to the real server now. And yeah, we'll test it. And if you want to test it too, just go to expo.com, fill in my name. This is my name. You can also find it in the description, and you can install the app on Expo and you can play with it. So have fun, see you in the next video, and see you later. Hope you liked it. Bye bye. Doei.